All right. Are you familiar with the term litigator? Because if you're not, I want you to be familiar with it. Litigators are maggots. Okay, they're the worst people on earth, in my opinion. They're literally predators who prey on people trying to do a good thing. Litigators are people who literally try to sue us for calling other homeowners to figure out if they need to sell or not. Okay, and it can happen very quick. And if they do sue, it is a very, very high fee that business owners have to pay. And a lot of times it shuts down businesses. So because of that, we want to be very, very cautious of litigators. And that's the reason you're receiving this training now. Now, overall, litigator training, and by the way, this is not legal advice. I am not an attorney. I'm not any advisor whatsoever. Okay. Litigator training, though, overall, I just want you to understand what it comprises of. So the law allows people to sue telemarketers for harassment. Telemarketers are subject to legal actions and fines if they violate the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, or TCPA. The act protects consumers from harassment and allows them to collect cash from telemarketers who break the law. So I want you to listen to that. I want you to reread that again. I'll be quiet for just a second. Okay, I hope you're done. So if you read this paragraph that I want you to know and understand, and hopefully you'll never have to actually learn the ins and outs of all of this. But what it comes down to is if they don't know who you are and they can't contact you, they can't really sue you. So if we make one phone call and they don't get our full information, then they can't really sue us at all. So for that reason, we normally do not ever give out our company name, our company address, you never give out, our company website. Why do you even need a website, especially today? Who goes to a website? I mean, you Google search it, but if someone's calling you, why do they need a website? Because they're talking to you now. Is it for credibility? Well, if it is for credibility, you're talking to me. Ask me all the questions you need to know. The company owner's name? Who's your boss? What's his name? Never give that out. Company phone number? Maybe. Just tell them that, hey, this number I'm calling you on is actually the best number to call us back on. Call us anytime. It should work, especially as long as you have the phone number set up that you can call in on as well, right? And if not, well, it's up to you if you want to risk that and actually give out a number for them to call back. I would recommend something like a Google Voice number, or you can actually go to secondline.com. and you can actually get a second phone number for free. If they state that you know it is illegal to call, that should be a red flag, because this is not a motivated seller, for one. And then also they said, you know it's illegal to call. Okay. If they are pushy about getting contact information, here's a response. Hey, listen, it sounds like I have offended you. I was just calling to ask if you were interested in selling, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. Don't even answer them. Majority of all the questions that seller asks you, they don't need an answer. They don't even deserve an answer. And when I say that, it might come off a little harsh, but in reality, every question that they ask you is a cover up for the real thing they're looking. So if they say, hey, give me your contact information. I want to verify your company. I'm like, oh, and listen to the tone of their voice when they say that. If they say it high strung and harsh, use this line. If they say it soft and it's not really alarming, then maybe you just say, hey, actually, a big company is something we're not. It sounds like you're actually looking to work for a large company or a large organization. Is that the case here? And now you just called them out for wanting to work with a large company like a hedge fund or a Zillow. And if that's the case here, you can't buy their property anyway. They don't want to talk to you. So why are you wasting your time? What is your website? We are not a big company, and the only website we really use is Keeley.com. Is that something that's important to you? Use Keeley.com. This is a full-fledged website. Jamil Damji, that's what they do. They do the whole JV model. Send them there, because odds are, if you do lock up their property, this might be one of the websites that you use to dispo. It's not even a lie. If you're not using Keeley.com to dispo, you're missing out on a huge operation. I'm not affiliated with Jamil at all, but using his website is something that I definitely promote. And we can actually go to his website now. We'll see what that looks like. But right off the bat, if they're looking for a professional, well, it's pretty professional. If they want to call somebody, let them call them, right? It doesn't hurt you, and it doesn't hurt Keeley either. After all, they didn't even make the call. Who's your partner or boss? So maybe you just led them into believing that you have a partner or a boss. That's perfectly fine. That's what you should do. There's always a higher authority anytime you're talking to somebody, even if you are the boss. Hey, you know, we're just not a big company, and I'm actually calling you from your location. Don't lie to them. But I work for a guy that's local and looking to buy properties just like yours in the area. It sounds like you're not looking to sell though, right? Just be quiet. And that's a perfect, reasonable response to this question. And again, in one of the previous videos, we taught you the SRR, stroke, repeat, reverse. And that's what this is. Hey, listen, a big company, we're not actually a big company. And actually, I'm just calling you from the Philippines. I work for a guy that's local and looking to buy properties just like yours in the area, but it sounds like you're not even interested in selling. Is that right? And let them answer. What is your number? You know, actually, this number that I'm calling you on is actually the best number to reach us at. Oh, well, can you give me that number? Like, I can't really see it on my phone. Depends on how you're set up in your operation. If you're on a dialer, they should be able to see the number. If you have a company number that you want to give out, give that number out. For the most cases though, hey, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going to be honest with you. We use a lot of different numbers. I think we've got over 40 different phone numbers. So I could give you some extra numbers right now, but it's not going to be anything. Honestly, if you can't see the number on your caller ID right now, I don't know what's going on with that, but you should be able to, because I've never actually had anybody else who could not see it. And now you just called them in a lie.